Hello, Steve White, Steve White 89. Well, Halloween Kills. Now, last week it had a pretty big opening. It opened at about, people were saying 50 million, but actually it was 49.4 million for the opening. And that was in 3,700 cinemas. So that was okay. People were expecting more because the first film, I think it made, 76 million or 73 million? 76 million in its opening. It made 159 million US and 96 international, so that was 255.6 worldwide. So people were expecting this one to make as much or more, but the first film didn't have the pandemic to deal with, and there's also the issue of it being the middle child in a trilogy. And when you're dealing with horror movies, that initially I think puts a lot of people off because no one's going to die. Michael's not going to die. Jamie's not going to die. So, Laurie's not going to die. So, what's the point of the third film? The first film, I don't know if we were aware that it actually was a trilogy. I thought it was a one-off film. And it was sort of like H2O. They were just going to bring Jamie back, have Michael come back, kill him, basically have her be victorious, because it was all about female empowerment and she was waiting for him and she was ready for him. It was all about her. So I thought she was going to kill him. But then, we kind of got told, we're doing two more films, it's a trilogy, and it's like, well, then I guess he didn't die, because at the end of the film, you think he died. So I think that kind of undermined the first film a lot, and it didn't have a lot of people rushing to go back and see it, because sort of like, well, we saw it, and he didn't die, he's not going to die in this one. So I think I'll just stay home and watch it on Peacock, because that's the other issue. It was also streaming on Peacock as well as the pandemic issues. So it looks like, although a fair amount of people went out on the opening weekend to watch it, not as many as people thought would. And I think also, there was a big drop this weekend. That was the other thing. I wanted to see how it went in the second weekend, because I don't understand why you would put a Halloween film up 2 weeks before Halloween. I mean, maybe the week before Halloween and try and get people to watch it over the Halloween week. But 2 weeks before, it opened on the 15th, so more than 2 weeks before. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, because you want to go see Halloween on Halloween night. That's the big night that people are going to go see it, that weekend, the Halloween weekend. So, it had a 71% drop off from 50 million, 49.4 million to 14.5 million. So that's a big drop. I was expecting a drop. Everyone was expecting a drop, but that's a pretty big drop. And is that because the people who couldn't wait rushed out to see it opening weekend, and the general Halloween people are going to go see it on Halloween? So will it do really well next weekend, because Halloween is Sunday, and Halloween Eve, of course, is Saturday? So will it have a big weekend next weekend? Will it come back up, or will it keep going down? It made about 2 million a day for the week afterwards. I think it was 2 million for Monday, 2 million for Tuesday, 2 million for Wednesday. Thursday, I think, made 1.7 million. And then it made, 4.5 million on Friday, 6.2 million on Saturday, and Sunday 3.7 million. So the whole 14.5 million. So why has it not done well? There's the Peacock factor. There's also the bad review factor. Everyone's trashing it and saying that it's awful. A lot of people, I think, are feeling it's kind of pointless because it's the middle of a trilogy. And you can't really do a horror trilogy because you need to be afraid that the people are going to die, or think that the villain is going to die, and nothing's going to happen in the second film because they have to do a third film. Because normally when you go to see a horror film, even though you kind of know at this point, once you get past the first and you're into the second and third films, there's probably going to be another one. But in the actual film, you're assuming the people are going to die, or the villain's going to die, and when he dies at the end, you usually led to believe he's not going to come back. Now, later, trend-wise, we tend to let people know, he's definitely coming back in the next film, which I always feel like undermines the whole film, but they don't care. They just want you to go see the next one. You've already paid for this one. So but there's the other two issues, which are really weird. There was a petition, because apparently Michael kills a bunch of firefighters when he gets out of the house. He kills the firefighters that arrived, who apparently saved him. Apparently they put the house out enough that he got out alive, and then he kills them. And people are really offended by this, and someone put up a petition because you can't kill firemen because apparently firemen are special or something. I don't know. It didn't make any sense. And then there's another big drama, because apparently Michael kills a gay couple, so now he's homophobic. I'm like, if he killed them because they were gay, he might be homophobic, but he's the villain, so what? Then we just have another reason to hate him. I mean, if the film was homophobic, they were saying they deserved to die because they were gay or something, and it was some sort of extreme right political issue, then that would be an issue. But the fact he just kills a gay couple, he kills everyone. Calm down. Did they factor into the fact that, didn't make as much money on this weekend? They had a 71% drop. I'm not sure if that was it or if it was just everything else. But I just want to talk about, I waited, I didn't bother doing the opening weekend. I thought I'll just see what happens second weekend, and I'm curious to see where it goes on the third weekend, because I'm not watching it until the 31st, because I watch them on Halloween night. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. I guess I'll do a review after I actually watch it, which will be in a few days. Okay, bye.